through video. For any reason, the shareholder can speak through audio only. If a speaker shareholder faces any connectivity issue, we would invite the next speaker to join, and once the connectivity improves, the speaker shareholder may be called again to speak once the other speaker shareholders have completed their turn. The speaker shareholders are requested to be loud and clear while speaking so as to enable us to note the questions correctly. The speaker shareholders are requested to limit their speech to 3 minutes. Now I request the chairman to take forward the proceeding of the AGM. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, esteemed shareholders. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our 34th annual general meeting. Your continued trust and support from the foundation of our journey, and I thank you for being here today. I'm Navid Godrej, chairman of the company, attending this AGM by video conference from Mumbai. I'm informed that all the directors are attending this AGM by video conference from their respective locations, and I welcome them to the meeting. We also have representatives of the statutory auditors, secretarial auditors, registrar and share transfer agents, PNP and associates, practicing company secretaries appointed as the scrutinizer, attending this AGM by video conference. A live streaming of this meeting is also being cast on NSDL's e-voting portal. I'm informed that the requisite quorum for the AGM is present, and so I call this meeting to order. Since there is no physical attendance of members, in compliance with the circulars issued by MCA and SEBI, the provision of appointment of proxies is not applicable. The registers, as required by the Companies Act 2013, have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send their request to GAVL investors at godrejagrovet.com. Since the notice convening the 34th AGM, along with the annual report for financial year 24-25, have already been circulated to the members, I take the notice convening this meeting as received and read. The statutory auditors' reports on the financial statements for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, as circulated to the members, do not contain any qualifications or adverse remarks. I take the same as received and read. The secretarial audit report for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, as circulated to the members, does not contain any qualifications or adverse remarks. I take the same as received and read. It gives me immense pleasure to present before you the developments at Godrej Agrovet Limited during the financial year 24-25. It has been a year of resilience, transformation, and consolidation across all our business verticals amidst a volatile global environment and an evolving domestic economic landscape. The global economic environment in fiscal year 25 was marked by heightened geopolitical tensions, uncertain trade dynamics due to the US tariffs, climate-related disruptions, and increased protectionism. Amidst this background, India's economy remained a bright spot with a projected real GDP growth of 6.5%. This was driven by the stellar performance of the agriculture and services sectors, India's structural reforms, resilient demand, and a stable macroeconomic framework enabled businesses like ours to thrive. As a leading agribusiness company, our alignment with national goals and farmer-centric innovation played a key role in our progress. The year gone by turned out to be highly favorable for Godrej Agrovet in terms of increasing our overall profitability compared to the previous year. While the year presented numerous challenges, we made sure that most of your company's businesses remained focused on increasing their market share and margins. Our consolidated profit before tax grew by 19% from 421 crore rupees in fiscal year 23-24 to 500 crore rupees in fiscal year 24-25. The growth in profitability was primarily driven by stellar performance of the domestic crop protection business, improved end product prices in the oil palm business, margin expansion in the dairy business through operational efficiencies, and favorable commodity positions and cost optimization measures in animal feed. At Godrej Agrovet, we have initiated a strategic digital transformation journey to align with the evolving aspirations of our diversified business segments. Throughout fiscal year 24-25, the company focused considerable efforts on this initiative, encompassing a majority of its operational areas. This began with a thorough identification of core challenges, followed by the formulation of a robust roadmap aimed at enhancing efficiency, automation, and artificial intelligence across functions. Capitalizing on this progress, the company now plans to roll out a range of digital initiatives across sales and marketing, supply chain, and manufacturing. These steps are designed to drive future readiness and deliver superior value to our stakeholders. The way forward. As we move into fiscal year 26, we remain committed to transforming Indian agriculture through innovation, partnerships, and sustainability. I would like to comment on the results of the first quarter of the current financial year, which were taken on record by the board at its meeting held this afternoon. In quarter one fiscal year 26, your company reported total income of 2,626 crore rupees, a growth of 11% over quarter one fiscal year 25, and profit before tax of 188 crore rupees, a growth of 25% over quarter one fiscal year 25. The growth in profitability was mainly driven by robust volumes and improved operational efficiencies in the wet vegetable oils business, supported by significant reduction in losses in Aztec Life Sciences. While our core strategic priorities remain consistent, I would like to reaffirm key aspects of our long-term sustainable growth agenda. At Godrej Agrovet, we understand that the food and agri sectors, both in India and globally, are naturally subject to high volatility. To manage this inherent unpredictability, a core pillar of our strategy is to focus on and pivot to branded, value-added, and contract manufacturing revenue streams across our businesses while focusing on operational efficiencies. Sustainability, a Godrej way of doing business. At Godrej Agrovet, we remain deeply committed to addressing environmental challenges and supporting community development through purposeful long-term initiatives. Our sustainability goals are aligned with the Godrej Group's Good and Green vision, which aspires to build a more inclusive and environmentally sustainable future. For the second consecutive year, we have been included in the A-list leadership band of Climate Disclosure Project CDP. GAVL CDP scores are ahead of the global averages. We made notable strides towards our 2025 sustainability goals, with 80% of our energy needs now being met through clean, renewable sources, progressing well towards our 90% target. Additionally, we continue to maintain our status as a water-positive company, currently conserving 16 times more water than we consume. We have reduced our specific greenhouse gas GHG emission by 22%, already ahead of the targeted 15% by 2026. Your company was conferred the CII Climate Action Program CAP 2.0 Award, a prestigious national recognition for proactive climate initiatives undertaken by industries. Before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the contributions, dedication, and commitment of all our team members. My deep gratitude to all our business partners, customers, vendors, and other stakeholders for their contribution to the company. To various central and state government authorities, many thanks for all the support that they continue to extend. Finally, a special thank you to all our shareholders for their interest, faith, and encouragement through the years. We hope for your continued support as we take this company forward. Thank you. I now request the company secretary to take forward the proceedings of the meeting.
Thank you, sir. We would like to inform the members that as per the provision of Companies Act 2013, the remote e-voting process was carried out by the company from Saturday, 2nd August 2025, 9 a.m. to Tuesday, 5th August 2025, 5 p.m. through the services of NSDL. The members who have not casted their votes earlier through remote e-voting can cast their votes during the course of this AGM through e-voting facility, which is now open. Members may do so while at the same time view the proceeding of this meeting. Instructions for e-voting at the AGM are available in the notice of the AGM. The e-voting facility will remain open up to 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting to enable the members to cast their vote. Since the AGM is being held by video conference and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening the AGM have been already put to vote for remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of the resolutions. The scrutinizer's report shall be submitted to the chairman or to the managing director. The result of e-voting shall be announced within 2 working days from the conclusion of this AGM by intimation to stock exchanges and will be placed on the website of the company www.godrejagrovet.com. We now open the floor for any questions from the shareholder present at the meeting. I will call out the name of the speaker shareholders who have registered themselves with the company one by one. To conclude the meeting in good time, I request each speaker shareholder to be brief, limit his speech to 3 minutes, and to avoid repetition. Once all the speaker shareholders have asked their question, the same will be answered. Our first speaker is Dr. Arun Kumar Bogna. Over to you, Dr. Bogna.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks to CS and team for arranging the PC. Compliments for the 19% year-on increase in PBT and 500 crore is commendable. Animal feed 26% profitability. Growth despite flat volumes shows operational prudence and cost control. So I compliment for that. My question, sir, with 37% of creamline revenues now from value-added product, what is the target share for FY 26-27? How was the procurement efficiency increased for the rise of 160% in profit? How is the company hedging against external risk in Bangladesh and other international operations? What is the new advanced R&D center fully operational? Can we expect this to become a 20-25% revenue contributor in the next 3-5 years? What is the next frontier of Godrej Agrovet in terms of net zero, regenerative agriculture and biodiversity? So crop protection, 40% margin expansion, particularly in heat weed. What is the upcoming pipeline in licensed and proprietary products? And how are we de-risking monsoon dependencies and building product relevance across both Kharif and Rabi seasons? So Godrej must not grow crops, but grow people with women at the root. But rarely at the top. Focus on women in agriculture, rural transformation, leadership, sustainability, and corporate empathy. That's what real social impact looks like. Not a program, but a promise to be kept. Lastly, Nadirji, your personal legacy as a scientist, a poet, a business leader reminds us that agriculture is not just a business. It is a mission to feed the world with dignity, innovation, and compassion. In conclusion, the future of Indian agriculture is not only about productivity, it's about participation. And that future, like every harvest, begins with the seeds we sow. Let those seeds be of science, equity, and courage. Godrej Group ethos should flourish with doing well by doing good. And I'd like to bid farewell to Balram. I think I'll be missing him from next year. And I can't see any of you, Nadir or anybody, Balram, this very other thing that is big focus. All of you are very narrow, this one. I'm a little disappointed with that, Vivek. Next time, I hope you'll take care of it. With this, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bogna. Our second speaker is Prakashni Shenoy. Shenoy?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, sir. So I'm Prakashni Ganesh Shenoy from Bombay. Respected Honorable Chairman, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. I received the AGM report well in time, which is colorful, informative, transparent, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the company secretary and Ms. Tejasri Gupta for the same. I should not forget to thank her once again for reminding me of today's meeting, without which I won't be in a position to speak. Thank you, Tejasri Gupta, once again. The chairman has given a beautiful picture regarding the company and its working in all parameters. Thank you, Chairman, sir. At the outset, I'm thankful to the board for recommending dividend for the financial year 24-25. I am also glad to note that the company has done outstanding work in the field of CSR activities. Congratulations to one and all for receiving various awards and accolades during 24-25. This shows the hard work and sincerity of each and every staff of the company. Sir, I have just one or two questions. My first question is, kindly highlight the future roadmap for growth and risk in business due to global situation. And my next question is, what is the expenditure occurred for developing products in our R&D? And my last question is, how do we adopt digital technology to increase productivity? I'm also glad to note that the company has very good results in respect of finance, such as revenue, PBT, PAT, etc. Chairman, sir, last but not the least, my earnest request to you, please continue with VC so that people all over will have an opportunity to express their views. I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shanoy. Our third speaker is Mr. Yusuf Rangwala. Mr. Rangwala?
आपको आवाज आ रहा है सर?
हाँ आ रहा है
सर मुंबई से सर वेरी गुड इवनिंग सर चेयरमैन सर गोडरेज सर और हमारा बोर्ड ऑफ सर वी आर द एनिमल बिजनेस एज यू मेंशन सर आई एम वेरी प्राउड शेयरहोल्डर सर वी आर द एनिमल बिजनेस वर्ल्ड फेमस सर आई रिसीव एनुअल कॉपी आई थैंक्स आवर राष्ट्री मैडम फॉर सेंडिंग मी बैलेंस शीट दैट इज वेरी हैंडसम वेरी फैंटास्टिक सर वी हैविंग 4 फैक्ट्रीज सर कैन यू अरेंज अ फैक्ट्री विजिट और सर चेयरमैन सर તમારે પારસી ન્યુ યર પપેટી સાહેબ તહેવારો શુભકામના દોજો સાહેબ હમણાંથી સાહેબ તમારા બધા તહેવારોની શુભકામના સાહેબ તમે સાહેબ છો તો અમારે કઈ પૂછવાની જરૂર નથી સાહેબ તમારી બેલેન્સ શીટ અરાઉન્ડ 550 પેજીસ ની બેલેન્સ શીટ છે ધેટ ઇઝ વેરી ફેન્ટાસ્ટિક વેરી હેન્ડસમ એન્ડ વોટ આર ધ ટોટલ નંબર ઓફ સ્ટાફ વર્કિંગ એટ ફેક્ટરી સર when was the last bonus given sir many days past not declared a bonus sir nothing more to it sir and my speech फूलों की खुशबू कलियों की बात और सब त्योहारों को शुभकामना देता हूँ आप बरसात के मौसम की छमछम बरसे बरसात के मौसम की छमछम बरसे ऐसी आपकी कंपनी की पोजीशन है सर प्रेजेंट सर नेक्स्ट ईयर सर आप हमें अच्छा डिविडेंड और अच्छा बोनस भी देगा इतना मैं आशा रखता हूँ सर और पूरा अपने एनिमल के बारे में मैं सर मुझे कुछ पूछना नहीं है सर हम आपके साथ हैं सर विशिंग यू गुड लक एंड राष्ट्रीय मैडम आपकी सर्विस के लिए धन्यवाद देता हूँ और पूरा सर डिपार्टमेंट थैंक यू वेरी मच सर जय हिंद सर जय हिंद मैडम जय हिंद सर तबियत के लिए सर आशा करता हूँ सर विशिंग गुड हेल्थ सर रिक गुड हेल्थ सर विशिंग गुड हेल्थ सर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर जय हिंद सर नो मोर
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rangwala. Our fourth speaker is Ms. Hitokshi Sam Patel.
So Ms. Patel has not joined.
Then we move to the next speaker, Mr. Satish Shah, our next speaker.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
my name is सतीश शाह श्रीमान चेयरमैन साहब और अन्य डायरेक्टर मेरा नाम सतीश शाह आपने अपनी चेयरमैन स्पीच में कंपनी के बारे में बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से समझा दिया सर मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि आज जो आरबीआई की पॉलिसी आई तो उसमें अपनी कंपनी पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा और आज जो भी रिजल्ट रखा है उसमें मेरा फुल सपोर्ट है विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट थैंक यू सर विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट थैंक यू
Thank you, Mr. Shah.
No mystery.
Our next speaker is Mr. Chetan Chedda.
The report is unchecked.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak with you. Myself, Chetan Chadda, and I'm joining this AGM from New Delhi at my home. And I am really thankful to the entire secretarial team to giving me the chance to speak with you. Sir, in this VC model, another state shareholder भी आपसे सर बातचीत कर सकते हैं ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा माध्यम रहा VC का जिसके अंदर सभी अपनी अपनी बात को रख पा रहे हैं सर शेयर होल्डर्स ने बोनस की बात भी करी है और कंपनी के पास अच्छा कैश फ्लो भी है। सर मैं ये जानना चाहूंगा, एक तो आज आरबीआई की जो गवर्नेंस ने अभी रेपो रेट को चेंज नहीं किया है, उसका हमारे को कितना बेनिफिट मिलने वाला है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा आप जरूर बताएं। जहां तक सर हमारे पास क्या हेल्दी कैश फ्लो है, हेल्दी कैश फ्लो के साथ साथ सर हम शेयर होल्डर की नेटवर्थ को बढ़ाने के लिए और क्या क्या प्लान आउट सोच रहे हैं, इसके बारे में जरूर थोड़ा सा बताएंगे। जहां तक सर हमारे न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स हम और पाइपलाइन में कितने प्रोडक्ट्स हमारे पाइपलाइन में हैं, उसके बारे में जरूर थोड़ा सा बताएं कि हम नए कितने प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च करने की तैयारी में है और उन प्रोडक्ट्स को हमने कॉम्पिटिटिवली कितना ट्रायल किया है कि वो सक्सेसफुली हमें अच्छा रिटर्न देंगे। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच। बाकी सर अगर यदि आप लोग फैक्ट्री विजिट के बारे में सोचें तो दिल्ली से भी कुछ इस तरीके का प्रोविजन जरूर करें कि हम लोग भी आप लोगों के साथ फैक्ट्री विजिट में जुड़ पाए, ताकि हम लोगों की भी सर काफी अपेक्षा है, क्योंकि आप एवरी टाइम नियर अबाउट के लोगों को सर्विस ऐसी दे देते हैं तो दिल्ली वाले थोड़ा सा वंचित रह जाते हैं। तो थोड़ा सा हमारी आपको रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी कि यदि आप फैक्ट्री विजिट के बारे में सोचें तो हम लोग आपसे किस तरीके से जुड़ पाए, इसका जरूर ध्यान रखें। यहाँ से भी पिक एंड ड्रॉप जो है थोड़ा रखें। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Mr. Chedda. Our next speaker is Mr. Adil Irani.
Have you unmuted? Okay, I've unmuted myself. Thank you very much. My name is Adil Poladiani. I'm calling from my village in Dahanu, that is 2 hours from Bombay. Mr. Nadisha Godrej, hello, how are you? And Mr. Burjorji Godrej, Burjis Godrej, hi, how are you? And
Fine, thank you.
I normally don't question what takes place before 31st of March, that is history. This is my company. Godrej is part of my family. I mean, okay, it's not, the company is part of my family. Thank you very much for taking over the company. Only thing, sir, I mean, I would have not, I don't normally ask questions, but then now since you have read this, sir, palm oil now, you know, now people in the, even the bread people are writing does not contain palm oil. So they are brainwashing us into saying, even biscuit people, they are writing does not contain palm oil. It contains, so how will in the future, is palm oil going to be difficult to sell? That is one thing. I mean, your opinion on that. And so your companies, my company's Creamline dairy products, I'm trying to search on Amazon, Flipkart, and all these online companies, and I don't see this anybody selling this Creamline dairy products. So what is your opinion on that? And another thing, so I'm a poor farmer. I mean, we grow, I mean, we have trees. Maybe we do for 5 months, we don't have the fruits, but the trees are still there. They are producing oxygen. So is there any way, sir, you can guide us and how we can claim what the industries claim? What do you all call it? As success, submission of greenhouse gas. I mean, so can we claim anything, or can I sell this extra oxygen which I'm producing to the industry, which is spoiling the atmosphere? The cement industry or the oil industry. So I would like your opinion on that. And I mean, okay, sir. That, I mean, you are my, I mean, but I mean, I know you cannot see me, but I'm waving out my hand. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Irani. Our next
Yes, thank
speaker is
you.
Mr. Manjit Singh. Mr. Singh.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
गोदरेज ग्रुप की गोदरेज एग्रोवेट कंपनी में कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट टीम, स्केटियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। अदर इनकम जो है हमारी इस बार पिछले साल 76 करोड़ 59 लाख की जगह इस बार 108 करोड़ 88 लाख रही। तो इसी तरह से इस साल भी अदर इनकम के वही स्रोत रहेंगे और इसमें इजाफा रहेगा, इसकी क्या उम्मीद है, थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट एक्सपेंसिव के ऊपर जिस तरह से हम ध्यान दे रहे हैं, तो मैं ये जानना चाहूँगा कि इस साल कुछ नए एम्प्लॉय हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं। हमारी फेस वैल्यू 10 रुपये है, तो आने वाले टाइम में कुछ स्प्लिट का चांस है? कुछ बोर्ड मीटिंग में इसके बारे में कोई विचार होगा? अर्निंग पर शेयर पिछले साल 18 रुपये आगे भी हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि अर्निंग पर शेयर हमारा बढ़े, ईपीएस। बाकी इस कैटरिंग डिपार्टमेंट की मेहनत का ही फल है जो हम इतनी दूर बैठकर आपसे जुड़ पाए हैं। जो हमारी कंपनी बीएससी एनएससी में लिस्टेड है, बीएससी का कोड 540743, गोदरेज एग्रो जो सिंबल है उसका पूरा मान सम्मान करते हुए, कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस अच्छा रखते हुए, बैलेंस शीट वैलेंटाइन बनाकर हमारे बोर्ड को हमारे रूबरू करा है। Thank you for the secretarial team. Thank you for the management team. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Our next speaker is Anil Mehta.
So Mr. Mehta has not joined.
Our next speaker is Mr. Vasunda Dhakwe.
Hello, unmute me.
Yeah, ma'am.
Good evening, respected chairman, sir, board of directors, and my fellow shareholder. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. The opening speech given by the chairperson is also very informative and excellent. I will also thankful to our company secretary team for helping me a lot to attend this meeting. I would like to ask, what is our next 2 to 3 years capex plan? Please highlight our R&D expenditures and returns on it. Please.
Hello. Ms. Dhakwe? We have lost her. We move to the next speaker. Our next speaker is Lekha Shah.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good evening and regards to everyone. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I would like to thank our company secretary Vivek ji, especially Tejasri ma'am, for giving me this opportunity and smooth process where I'm able to talk in front of you all in AGM. I found the AGM notice and I'm delighted to say it's so beautiful, full of colors and fact and figures in place. Chairman sir, your opening remarks were so insightful and comprehensive that you have already addressed everything I had in mind. Sir, I pray to God that He always shower His blessing upon you. Chairman sir, may all your upcoming festivals filled with joy and blessings, sir. I am proud to be a shareholder of this company. Sir, I have complete trust and faith in board of directors and chairman, sir. Where there is trust, there is no question, sir. Sir, I hope my previous speaker, Prakashni Shenoy madam from Mumbai, please continue video conference meeting in future. So I would like to say I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Shah. So all the questions have been taken up. Now over to Chairman, sir.
I now request Mr. Balram Singh Yadav, Managing Director, to answer the questions of the members.
Thank you, sir. First speaker was Dr. Arun Kumar Bopana. I'll go by all the questions. He asked the R&D center, the agribusiness R&D center which we have near Bombay. He said, how soon can CDMO scale up to 20-25% revenue? I am glad to say that in FY25, it was 54% of our total revenue came from CDMO sales. And it has been rising ever since FY21 from 17% in FY21 to 60% in FY24, and this last year it was 54%. We still believe that there is a lot of scope because there is a lot of focus we are giving to CDMO, and I am very sure that salience of CDMO in our total sales of Aztec Life Sciences will keep on rising. You asked about Creamline Dairy, 37% revenue is from value-added products. We still feel that there is a lot of scope because value-added products are going at a very rapid pace. In FY26, we expect this salience to go to above 41%. In FY27, above 47%, and cross 50% in FY28 of the total CDPL's revenues. You asked about are we entering categories like probiotics and high-protein dairy? There are no such plans. However, there is a long list of new products which are under different stages of testing at consumer level in Creamline Dairy products. You asked about beyond heat wheat, what are the innovations in pipeline and how we are reducing monsoon dependence and how we are de-risking monsoon and building a product portfolio relevant to both Kharif and Rabi. That has been our focus for last several years. And you know, we have introduced products like Gracia and Rashinban, which are Rabi focused products and which have definitely moved the skew from Kharif to a certain extent. I can definitely tell you about several products, our own products, particularly in cotton, which are biologicals as well as herbicides and pesticides. Both herbicides are both pre-emergence and post-emergence. And I can tell you that our own products, we will be launching in next 5 years, number about 5, which have a total potential of close to about 200 plus crores at peak sales. Apart from that, our big strategy has been in licensing new products from different sources, particularly Japan. There also we have certain biologicals, herbicide and pesticide, which will be launched in from FY26 to FY30. They are in 6 different stages of registration, and the total potential of these products at peak sales value is also more than 250 crores. Number of products of our own are 5. Number of products in licensing are 8. You asked about international operations, especially in Bangladesh. Yeah, Bangladesh has gone through a lot in last 1 year, and we have also suffered. But considering that how fast that country has come back to normal is simply amazing. I must also tell you that Bangladesh has a very big population, and good thing is that our business is part of food chain. So there is no country can ignore us. I must say that supply chains are very diversified for us because most of our raw materials are imported from USA, South America, and India. So there is very little disruption as far as import of raw materials is concerned. The markets are coming back, and we are seeing increasing trend of our tonnages and our business in Bangladesh, and profitability of the business is also good and improving. You asked about next frontier for Agrovet in net zero, regenerative agriculture and biodiversity. Godrej Agrovet next frontier is sustainability. This next frontier in sustainability is the blend of innovation, collaboration, and deep-rooted ecological commitment. I must tell you that we are signatories to SBTi Science-Based Target Initiative for reduction of greenhouse gases. We are one of the first agri companies in India to commit to reduction in scope 1, scope 2 GHG emissions by 37.5%. I am very glad to say that we have already achieved 19% reduction in scope 1 and scope 2. Our target is also to reduce 16% of scope 3 emissions by 2035. We are very glad to say that 80% energy we used is renewable, and significant portion of that energy comes from clean sources like solar. Biodiversity and ecosystem health, we have set up a lot of soil and leaf diagnostic laboratories in our oil palm plantation business to curb rampant use of fertilizer, because we only recommend use of fertilizers after analysis of soil and leaf for that particular piece of land, which saves the farmer money and promotes efficient use of fertilizer. We are also doing microbial research for healthy crops and improving microbial diversity. Over 70,000 farmers are supported by sustainable practices, including digital outreach to almost 16 lakh farmers in most of our businesses. Our sustainable strategy, Good and Green, is built on 3P framework: planet, people, and products, and backed by robust governance. And thank you very much for your best wishes to me. Our second speaker, Ms. Shinoy, company's plans for future. You know, company our growth was flat last year. So I have a very big focus on top line growth, and I'm glad to say that in the first quarter, we have registered 11% top line growth. Apart from that, some of our issues were volatility, because we are dependent so much on macro factors, and profitability. I think in both these areas, we have done tremendous amount of work, increasing the salience of value-added branded products, contract manufacturing in Aztec Life Sciences, where the profitability is higher. It is less volatile. And I'm very glad to say that salience of these businesses are improving significantly year after year. Apart from that, our businesses continue to improve operational efficiencies, both because of scale and because of technology. Digital initiatives, definitely it is a very big initiative group-wide. We have already started digital initiative in Godrej Agrovet, and we are seeing very strong adoption by our businesses in all areas like inventory control, consumer and customer management, R&D capabilities, market identification and penetration, etc. We also have a digital AI lab at group level, which we are leveraging to accelerate the digital journey. Mr. Yusuf Rangwala, thank you very much. Definitely, whenever we plan for a factory visit, you will be first one to know. Mr. Satish Shah. So repo rate is unchanged, so there is no likelihood of any change in our borrowing rate, etc. So we will be unaffected. Mr. Chetan Chadda, same question you asked. I think my answer is same. How to increase cash flow? You must have seen that continuously we are reducing our working capital substantially, and we have been funding most of our investments and dividend, etc., from our own accruals. So I think that is a very big focus, and you will see increased cash flow in the business this year also. New product development and introduction is a continuous thing in most of our businesses. In agribusiness, I've already spoken about products which are in pipeline till FY30. Similarly, in oil palm, we also want to get into oil derivatives, and we have set up a R&D lab in Rabale, along with Agri Products Lab, where working on development of oil derivatives have already started. Both our food businesses, Creamline Dairy and Godrej Foods business, continuously introduce new food products. And in all our businesses, we have a long process of identifying, evaluation, and introduction of new products. Mr. Adil Arani, you asked about palm oil.
Adil, palm oil started growing very rapidly in the 1960s when Malaysia started growing it. Later on, Indonesia took it. The Americans were very jealous, and they tried to top down palm oil. They claimed that liquid oils were much healthier because palm oil had saturated fatty acids. But the actual fact of the matter is that palm oil is extremely versatile because it has both saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. It has a lot of oleic acid, which, as you know, is a very healthy fatty acid in olive oil. And it has some amount of linoleic acid also. Whereas liquid oils, tend to have a lot of unsaturated fatty acids and do have some health benefits, they are actually not so stable when you use them for cooking, whereas palm oil is an extremely stable oil for cooking. The fact that palm oil has saturated fatty acids as well as unsaturated fatty acids makes it very useful for making specialty fats. And as Balram mentioned, we are doing work on these specialty fats in our R&D. We have a fractionation plant in our new refinery, and we can make bakery fats, we can make cocoa butter substitutes, we can make cocoa butter equivalents, and all these will have a huge demand. Another reason why palm oil was criticized was because of sustainability. In Malaysia and Indonesia, often forests were cut to grow palm plantations. Obviously, this is not very sustainable. In India, we largely use agricultural land to grow oil palm, and this is very sustainable. Palm oil has been accused of requiring a lot of water, but all our farmers, we help them with drip irrigation, and they all use drip irrigation. This conserves water. We have also got anecdotal evidence that wherever palm trees are grown in India, the rainfall is steadier. And this is easy to understand because trees are well known to bring rain. So for all these reasons, our palm oil is much, much more sustainable than Malaysian and Indonesian palm oil. And another very important point is soybean oil only produces 0.6 tons per hectare. Palm oil produces 4 tons per hectare. Look at the contrast. We couldn't feed the world without palm oil. It would be impossible. And we are experimenting with new varieties of palm oil, which will give it significantly higher yields. So for all these reasons, we are pretty sure that palm oil is healthy, sustainable, and will be in demand.
Thank you, sir. You asked about creamline dairy products not available in your area. I must say that these are perishable products. If you go to any of the cities, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, and several cities in southern India, these products are easily available. You talked about getting carbon credits from your trees. I think the government is in the in process of framing a suitable policy in this regard, and I am very sure in time to come we will be able to benefit from these assets we have, which can definitely be very useful for environment. Mr. Manjeet Singh asked about other income. I'm glad to say that significant part of other income is dividend from our ACI Godrej business from Bangladesh. I'm glad to say that it is likely to be at similar levels this year also. You talked about employee benefits. I must say that Godrej Group has one of the best employee benefit scheme and employee welfare scheme. And probably in case you want more details, definitely we can talk about it in great detail. But I must tell you that we are in the top 5% of the companies as far as employee benefits and welfare is concerned. Definitely there is, you talked about face value of share at ₹10. Any chances for split? No such discussions were held in our meetings. Vasudha, you asked about R&D expenditure. I'm glad to say that we have spent almost in FY25, GAVL spent 28 crores in R&D, and this 28 crores about capital expenditure was 0.92 crores and recurring expenditure was 27.21 crores. These are the expenditures we have done in animal feed, aqua feed, and oil palm plantation business and crop protection business. In Aztec Life Sciences, significant expenditure was made. Almost Aztec spent 27.85 crores. Total Godrej Group consolidated, Godrej Agrovet consolidated is close to 56 crores. Yeah. You asked about CapEx. I must say that this year the budgeted CapEx is close to about 486 crores, and big part of the CapEx will come from oil palm business because we are setting up a CPQ refinery. In Potepalli, we are setting up a mill for Khammam, which will be required in FY26. The way our FFB arrival is and the way the new trees have started performing early, so we need another crushing unit and refinery that will come up in Khammam, Telangana. Crop protection business is setting up one formulation unit, which will also be capable of manufacturing technicals if we need in future in Dahej. We have also invested in pet food plant. CDPL is going to invest almost 60 crore rupees in capacity improvement projects. They'll be spent in existing plants. No greenfield plant is thought of, and rest are small expenditures in different businesses, mainly in the market through infrastructure like freezers and coolers, and also upgradation and debottlenecking of some of our plants. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Balram. I would like to thank the members for their questions. In case any questions remain unanswered or the members were unable to speak due to any issue during the meeting, the members may please communicate their questions to the company through email at gavlinvestors@godrejagrovet.com, which shall be answered suitably. I now request the e-voting procedure to be conducted and would like to conclude the meeting. The e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes in order to enable the members to cast their votes and will be disabled thereafter. This will be the last GAVL AGM for Balram as the Managing Director, and I would like to thank him in a few words. Balram is an ardent football fan, not your mundane cricket man. It's good to know Balram and I both hold poetry very high. The sonorous sounds of Urdu charm, bringing joy, melancholy, and calm. Mirza Ghalib, of course, is at the fore. Balram has good taste, that's for sure. And Bollywood was an unlikely heir to the Urdu spirit is still in there. With everyday life, you then mix it with amazing stars like Madhuri Dixit, on whom Balram had a boyish crush, and to her movies he would then rush. And yet when asked if he's a culture vulture, he says, my only culture is agriculture. And GAVL's steady evolution was transformed by this cultural revolution. His motto was work hard, party harder, which is fine for youthful ardor. He still works hard and parties as well, but more soberly, as you can tell. His life will still be full of fun, but nothing will be overdone. Balram's family served the army and nation. He imbibed the skills of administration. In Old Delhi, communities mingled well. Balram learned these skills, as one can tell. His management degree from Ahmedabad was indeed a trump card. When he started off, the times were rough, but his army heritage made him tough. In Punjab, those were troubled times, with terrible terrorist crimes. He very skillfully survived and ensured the business thrived. His next stop was in Sachin. This was a thriving scene. In Navsari, he met Rati's aunt. Perceptive Dhanmai had her own slant. She found Balram both tough and smart, got on with people and perfected the art of really getting good work done. And that's why Balram always won. And then in 1999, there was a new chance to shine. A poultry business was built from scratch, beginning, of course, with the hatch. Perfect feed for birds to grow and processing too, as we all know. Of all my friends, I'm sure Balram's the one with the greatest charms. He is a firm disciplinarian, but in a way that's quite contrarian. He never causes any tension, doesn't bark out to all attention, but a general who prefers to please and orders you to be at ease. He's always been a handsome looker, and humor's been his big bazooka. And followers have always found that when they're ordered around, there is no trace of willful guile, just a very happy smile. His top team forms a brotherly band, and everyone does understand. He shares the credit, assumes the blame, knows each team member by their name. All his partners do declare his charm extends everywhere. Each feed processor is his friend. He's always known the latest trend. Through CLAFMA, he's been known to lead the manufacturers of feed. With the government, he works so well. A win-win policy he could sell. Now, Indian oil palm is bound to grow. Many benefits will clearly flow to farmers, mills, and government. A policy that's heaven sent. But I think he's at his best when skillfully puts to rest any doubts investors find. No matter what is on their mind, Balram just knows how to please and ensure their minds are all at ease. Balram steadily rose through the ranks. To all his family, we give our thanks. Whenever any help was sought, they always gave their support. And Upasna, his loving wife, has been a supportive pillar in his life. Upasna and Balram is their kids. I think they listen just right. They too are ambitious, hardworking, and bright. For the IPO, Balram did his bit. Some would call this his greatest hit. His charms work also with JVs. With his help, their sales increase. Relationships are hunky-dory. The JVs reach new heights of glory. In Bangladesh, we reached new heights. Great progress was within our sights. With our partners' special ties and our technology, we reached new highs. On his people's skills, we all agree, but let's not forget technology. Our feed plants were all modernized, and R&D is greatly prized. He conceived and worked very hard to quickly set up NG card, and there has been an escalation of outstanding innovation. The slope of progress was always steep, but with Aztec, we took a quantum leap. Our R&D center is state-of-the-art. In the future, it will play a major part. Now, all our partners clearly know we have the wherewithal for CDMO. Balram did not hesitate. This bold initiative's truly great. We can do original innovation in the service of our nation. We've enjoyed a rapid evolution, but now's the time for a revolution. We can make a contribution in finding a better solution so that all of us can strive to save the planet and still thrive. But we still have miles to go. In time, I hope we can show solutions for the world's salvation and have a grander celebration. Sunil will find big shoes to fill. I'm sure the ride will be a thrill. It will be a challenging test, but we wish Sunil all the best. And wherever Balram sets his sights, he will achieve the greatest heights.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a surprise. Thank you.
Thank you, Balram. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and express gratitude towards all the employees, business partners, associates, vendors, and also the central and state governments and government agencies for their contribution and sustained support in the continued success of Godrej Agrovet Limited. Finally, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to you, our members, for your continued faith, trust, encouragement, and support. With your consent, I and the other board members would like to take your leave. I wish all the shareholders to stay safe and healthy. Thank you.